Me, you know, I'm strong, smart. I'm not a victim to my detriment. I guess there was a lot of shame attached to that label of victim. It happens to so many women, you know, when it happens in your home behind closed doors with someone you love, it's not as straightforward. If a stranger did this, you know, as it was pointed out to me, if a stranger did this, it would be a no-brainer.
As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about the hashtag BelieveAllWomen, and I'm going to be centering it around the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, because this trial, this situation is a macro example of why this hashtag and narrative was always problematic and flawed. Ever since it was popularized in 2016, 2015, I'd say, I always had a problem with it. I am someone that definitely believes that we should listen to all women. We should listen to men as well that come forth and say they've been abused and sexually assaulted. I know so many people that this has happened to. I know so many people that have not come forward. And I will even be transparent and say I've been assaulted as well. But I am not someone that champions believe all women. And I hope that this video showcases why, and also showcases why this hashtag harms survivors of assault and actually harms women who want to come forward. Pre-made packaged narratives like Believe All Women can be easily manipulated. It's basically already a curated space, an alibi for liars. And I'm not saying women that come forward and say they've been abused are like, no. I would say we need to listen to all women. I would say we need to take these cases very seriously, and each case by case very seriously. But I do not agree with just believing women when they say they've been abused or assaulted without any due diligence or due process. But I hope that this trial and really helps people kind of vet what they thought before and go back to the drawing board and see how we can go about these situations better to really protect women who come forward in a fundamental way for them to get justice, and also to protect the people that are falsely accused. Because as you're going to see, and as we've seen with Johnny Depp, he has allegedly, it seems like he's been falsely accused and his reputation has been damaged, to say the least. And I just want to play the rest of this clip from GirlGaze that Amber had an interview with them, I believe in 2016, after she came out and said that Johnny Depp allegedly, abused her in their marriage. I want to just show this clip of just how easy it was for her to put together this script. And I'm saying the script because it seems like she just pulled from what she's heard from the Me Too movement and just put together just a perfectly packaged sentiment of her account with abuse and her surviving it. So I just want to play this, and then after that, there's other clips to show why we need to reconsider this hashtag.
It's telling someone safe is the beginning of choosing yourself. I really think about it. If I hadn't had that, if I hadn't had a few people that I really trust around me, a few women support, a few friends, if I hadn't had them around me, how different my life would be. Just as a woman, having gone through this in the public stage and in the public arena that I did it, and I have a unique opportunity to remind other women, not only that this doesn't have to be the way it is, you don't have to do it alone. You're not alone, and also we can change this. Violence against women is not limited to actual physical violence. It is also about how we deal with it and how we talk about it in the media and in our culture. And us taking responsibility for it is
what really needs to change. We need to take responsibility for how we talk about these things. It's the only way that people are going to feel comfortable in coming forward, raising their voices, standing up for themselves, is if we change the system and place that keeps them quiet. Speak up. Speak up. Raise your voice. Your voice is the most powerful thing, and we, together, as women standing shoulder to shoulder, cannot and will not any longer accept silence.
Do we have to believe all the women? That was the question I posed before.
I'd like to believe all the women.
You'd like to, but will you or do you have to?
I think we should.
Do you feel that there's some kind of pressure that if we say, like Mika Brzezinski says, well, I'm not so sure about this one, that women will turn on you?
Look, I prosecuted
to say
child sex crimes, crimes against women. It's a very difficult process to go through when you accuse someone of something, and I think that we need to stand behind women. The reason that rapes and sexual harassment are the least reported crimes in our country is because women are afraid that they will not be believed and that they will be shamed. And we need to change that.
Your answer is believe everybody.
I say that you have to hear them, and then any accusation has to be looked into. Because if you've ever been on the end of a false accusation, that's also damaging.
But so what they have on Al Franken is that picture.
Well,
they don't have any.
But I'm not even talking specific
else.
cases.
Yeah.
I'm saying if someone has the right to go and say I've done something to them, I have a right to defend myself. So I think that the point is, I just think everyone deserves to be heard. They need to be looked into, and
I think statistically, you'll find that most women do not lie about sexual harassment.
But we have the big Rolling Stones article and people
that
have gotten it wrong.
I think due process is important, but I think we don't have to character slander the women who are coming out as well for their life choices up to this point. Again, like, that's where I have the problem with it.
Well, there's always that argument about when, God forbid, a woman gets raped, what was she wearing, all of that.
Yeah,
it's wrong.
But it's like the accused with Jodie Foster. Like, she was a promiscuous woman in a bar, and the whole point of the movie is she did not deserve to be raped.
Yeah.
So I think it's a dangerous narrative to start. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to accuse someone, there have people that have gone down in modern history for other accusations that were proven false, but their name was already dirtied and they never came back from it. Yeah, so I think it's also something where you always should have due process.
A social media campaign is calling on ticket buyers to boycott a Monday night concert by Depp's rock band, the Hollywood Vampires, in Stockholm, Sweden's The Local is reporting.
However, fans have called for a recasting of the role, as Depp's then-wife, Amber Heard, accused him of emotionally and physically abusive behavior.
Anger, outrage, accused of glamorizing domestic abuse. The backlash came hard and fast when Johnny Depp's exclusive British GQ cover story dropped. Even fellow journalists quickly expressed their disbelief. Can't believe I have to say this, British GQ, but being accused of domestic violence does not make you cool. Stop dramatizing his behavior as though he's some sort of misunderstood hero. He's not.
The hashtag I'm with Amber trend.
From it. But no one is going to believe that. No one is going to believe that one of the two alternatives. Either I'm in a fight club.
Do you believe you're an abuser?
No.
Do you believe you abused me physically?
Do I physically believe? I mean, do I believe I physically abused you?
Yes.
Do you know I'm 115, well, not anymore, but I was 115 pounds. I'm a 115-pound woman, and you're going to say I have the capacity to abuse.
That's not the question. That's not the question.
Have I ever been able to knock you off of your feet?
You started.
Off your balance?
You started these things.
You're going to get up on the stand, Johnny, and say she started it? Really? I have never been able to overpower you. That's the difference between me and you.
Why did you try?
And that's the difference that the whole world and the jury and the judge will see, is that there is a very big difference between me and you. You can please tell people that it was a fair fight and see what the jury and judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence, and
yes.
It's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
Herself was arrested for domestic violence a few years back with her partner.
With her domestic partner. We broke this story this morning on the website, and somehow this thing got completely buried. And what happened was she's at the airport with her domestic partner, Tasha Bunry. They're at the airport. According to Tasha, apparently she complained to police about this, and they were there. Tasha got in an argument with Amber. Amber argued back, and Amber then grabbed her arm, hit her arm, broke her pendant, and she got arrested for domestic violence, taken to jail, booked, had to spend the night in jail. But ultimately, the prosecutor said, "Hey, you guys are both from California. Let's go back."
You have given me so much strength, and I send it back to you. Thank you.